don't really know what to make of them. Charisma. She has none. What criticals? I'm not going to say what I was just thinking. Thinking. And the amount of fucking footage I have just saved for this thing that I just didn't end up using.
No one stopped me yet.
Look at all that. Big. Look at it. Probably shouldn't be showing it if I'm gonna upload this shit on YouTube though. I thought this was going to show. I didn't think it was going to go straight to underwear as is. Should use a great weapons. And I deals with
there is work to do.
the fuck do I want to deal with? That's a big fucking fire sword. And big dick Lilith using a fucking great sword just makes sense. It makes sense. You get me? When did my stats change? Fuck. Here and I'm like, nah, hold up, something ain't right. Since when am I dealing 3 points minimum damage? Okay, fixed it. Also have to find a great weapon for her to use since that's her proficiency and shit. Damon has a nice battle axe. I think I'll give her that.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Priestess gut. Powerful. Ragslin. Waterfall. Bridge. West. Temple ruins. Everything. All of us. Boss Ragslin. And the Drow.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Moving in.
Children! Look who's here. The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held.
Hell's great fires.
You were on the ship.
You see the fiend again and ignite with Will's rancor. She is an infernal war devil, a threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
I'd be a fool if it didn't. I know the stories. Doomed to shed my skin, become a Lithid, and there's no coming back. But I haven't sprouted any tentacles. Least not yet, thank Baldurin. Could just be good luck. But sooner or later, it's bound to run out. An excellent suggestion, but your party's full up. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer. A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
There. Done. Oh, where did I put that oak bucket?
Again. Sweet.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? Sympathy will not lead us to purity.
Chucky. Fine.
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. saw us before we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side. And I just ran.
The map. Show me.
Just keep that thing away from me. Gods, deliver me.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much. I expect I am your first. Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. It was an observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Sathisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
And again. Swing and swing and... Oh! Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. He was only a boy. And I just froze while the wall tore his head clean off. Never again. You're right. I need to clear my head. And step, parry, step, step, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road.
Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
Never get the smell of those held. I have to burn them.
And step, swing, parry, swing. Excellent.
There.
Oh.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, hmm? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffuse the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. No, it cannot be cured. And I assure you I've left no page unturned in reaching that conclusion. I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. Trust me when I say, the loss of the occasional wizard staff or tome of enchantment is a bargain given the cost of allowing me to deteriorate. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. Fair point. However, until recently, I was able to rely on a supply of artifacts stored in my tower in Waterdeep. A supply that has now run dry. The reality of the matter is that a lone wizard with a chronic impairment such as my own is not in the most ideal of situations with regards to self-defense. The manner of artifacts I need are not often found waiting patiently on a shopkeep's shelf. One usually has to lift them delicately from trap-filled tombs or prize them from the hands of violent ne'er-do-wells. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Then I suggest you look closer. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. It'd be far harder for me to assist you if I could barely stand upright. Please, trust me.
Gil is my boy. I am not going to do him that. I will help him.
Step, parry, swing, lunge. At least make a run for it.
Wow, that is fucking hot. There's a heat wave going up right now in my area. And then
There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
my computer is generating heat as well, so you know, I'm doubly fucked.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
No. You have this.
Indolence breeds madness.
It's not heavily needed.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Done.
Onward.
Where did I put that?
It must be time.
We're exposed.
No time to rest. What's up for discussion?
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Where's the axe, my guy? He had a big ass axe. I guess that was a different day. I know where to get another one, so I'm not too worried. But doesn't mean that, you know, I didn't need it now. Anyways. You got to lazy unless you hold on to that.
No, never mind.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Very well.
How long until Roland shows off his thumb?
Ah, the fighting foul blood. Glad to know one of you has a spine. Oh, I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel. Ain't letting anyone here near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlor near got us killed. Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged them, the stupid bastard. No. He must have thought we were following. Always the optimist was Liam. Hope they cut him down quick before he saw we were gone. Small mercies.
If it ain't the fearless goblin slayer.
You sure you want to be seen with me?
I ain't exactly popular with this lot. Please. A good sword will get you farther than honor any day. What do you want, anyway? I ain't local. I knew the fella in charge, but barely said 2 words to the devil's swarm in his place. What? You lot come from devils, don't you? Oh, feck off.
Oh wait, no, I wasn't finished. I had to talk.
What? You lot come from devils, don't you? Fair enough. I ain't trying to start shite with you anyway. Been a day. First, I lost half my crew in some godforsaken temple. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here, and losing track of the bloody druid. Alcin. He's a leader around these parts. Or was. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you...
Oh shit, my bad.
Never get the smell out of my clothes.
I want to have a word.
There. Done.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
Yeah, my bad for that.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
She is not to know of our ailment. Only a Gith healer may make us pure.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong? As you wish, Petal. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother.
Yay, healing.
Take care now, sweetie.
Yay. I would talk to her, but all I get is grill, and I don't want to do
Die
it.
if I met Lilith and reeking of this place.
I'll go and see Nettie. And also potentially go and check Zoro.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Nah. Figure that. Let's go see
Can't slow down.
Nettie. Well, hello, Donnie.
Watching his hands, you realize he's miming opening something.
Got to keep watch. But it's so bright and noisy here. Want to be back in the hideout.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Cool. That was fun. Alright.
Would that we could speak freely, my Earthsheim friend.
Alas.
Carl Magrin, give her a chance.
You, step back. Go join the other tieflings. Kick back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Always room for more?
Deféndenos ab eminentibus al equilibrio tu.
Please return. Before it's too late.
Can you tell me about this place?
He just want a mate. And that's it.
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle? Yes. Yes, you're right. That's it.
Move forward. Should I get the eye? He gives us an invisible seeing eye.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
There's no overstating my disinterest. I've got no time for questions.
I'll make it very quick. Hand to heart.
Ask.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, but remember nothing useful about goblin social order or behavior.
Ye gods! Can it be? How terribly compelling. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witness mistook obvious silver dragon for brass. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use. Why, goblins, obviously. Well, someone ought to chronicle these curious events. I'd heard the master of this place, a druid called Halsin, might be able to point me in the right direction. But he's been quite captured by them already. Ironic, really.
Cool, later.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
Whatever comes, I'm ready. Let's try this way. Is someone singing?
Right away.
It's beautiful. Maggots will be done. Onward.
All is ash and meat.
I'm sure as shit you're not the freaking Dark Urge. Why are you saying his lines?
Never wanted the easy path.